Yeah, and welcome to this deep and gentle flow class, which is always a bit dedicated to Yin Yoga. So we're going to make all movements a bit more slower, with a bit more gentleness. And what is also specific for Yin Yoga is that we hold the poses longer, between 2 and 5 minutes approximately. And we'll connect, that's why it's also called deep and gentle flow. We will connect in the asanas and the poses also deeper with our breath. So we really get there into a deeper feeling connected in the pose and can experience ourselves in more depth, but also release more tension, more stress from maybe the day to day, or maybe even some years old pain or tension that you might still be holding inside of you, and show itself easily through physical tension, pain you might have, or sicknesses that you have created over time by holding this tension, or also by having, for example, a bit more lower thought forms, so a bit more mind fog in our head. And for all of these cases, very valuable and very supporting to practice Yin Yoga. And I invite you to still go with all the poses in that way, how it feels good for you. Maybe you see me doing it in a certain way. And what is more important is that you follow the cues, follow the kind of the words which I bring you to go into the pose, maybe get some kind of idea how I practice it, but still it will look totally different on you. So it's most important that you maybe close the eyes and feel, how is this pose matching for me? How can I go into this pose today? And also there highlighted today, this time it might be totally different than next time. We always have a kind of, yeah, a bit of a daily difference in our body as well. And before we start with the asanas, the poses, also part of yoga to more connect with ourselves, to more go back into union, is breathwork, pranayama. And I would like to introduce a breath technique to you, which is very supportive when we practice yoga, just the Ujjayi breath, the ocean breath. It sounds a bit like as if we hear the ocean. And therefore, maybe you remember the last time that you had a window or a mirror. You can take your hand in front of your mouth right now, take the palm towards or in front of your mouth, and then just exhale through your mouth. And then most probably you'll feel the warm exhale at your hand, which is normally, if we do that at a mirror, at a window, we can draw something on it, on the fog we created. So maybe first, if you never practiced the J breath beforehand, you can just breathe in through your nose and then exhale with an open mouth, making this half sound as if you want to fog a mirror, fog your hand. And repeat that a few more times. Inhale through the nose. Let your belly expand here. And then on the exhale, make this hollow sound. And exhale through the mouth. One more time. Inhale through the nose. Let your belly expand here. And then exhale. Okay. And let's go into the next step. Next step will be that we will in and exhale through our nose. So we will inhale through the nose. And then imagine as if you want to do the same sound, but now with a closed mouth, just out of your nose. And it can feel like as if you have a little hole in your throat. Just play with it again if you never tried that beforehand. Inhale through your nose. Imagine you want to fog the mirror, but keep your lips closed and then exhale through the nose. And that sounds a bit, I always like a bit the metaphor, or the, yeah, that it sounds a bit like Darth Vader, if you know Star Wars, having that kind of sound. Repeat that 2 more times here, practicing it. Inhale through the nose. And then exhale, practicing this ha-ha sound. One, having your lips closed. One more time. When we do the sound in our throat, it sounds a bit like the ocean. So that's why it's also called ocean breath. Now we're going to the last step. Now we are also going to make this sound when we inhale. So inhale through the nose. Also imagine you have this kind of hole in your throat. Breathe in. Breathe there if you can also make that sound. And then exhale through the nose again. Make the same sound through your throat. And now give yourself a try and just do this in and exhale through your nose, in and out with the ocean sound. Just a few times in and out. Yeah. Sounds always way more if we are just breathing inside our throat. Hearing the oceans coming towards the sand. And keep continuing this breath. You can also close your eyes. Sometimes when seeing too much, that can disturb our brain, having too much input. And inhale through your nose, let your belly expand. Practice the ocean breath. Exhale, let your belly deflate. Practice the ocean breath. This is also practice in the beginning. It can feel a bit weird to do that or not really working. It's always a bit about practice here. And the ocean breath, you can just continue for yourself. I just explain a little bit more. The ocean breath creates more heat in our body. So in yin, we go slower, we hold longer. Can happen that we cool a bit more down, which is also what yin is actually for, to cool us down. Relax more. But sometimes temperature-wise in our body, it can happen that we feel a bit cooler. So to practice the ocean breath then when you're in the pose can help to generate more heat. And as it's mostly happening here in our throat and our thyroid gland, where hormones are created also for our metabolism activity, can on the one hand balance our hormones, but also activate here a bit more the hormones that are that are bringing us energy. Okay, let us start here now with the first poses, and always just reconnect to the ocean breath. I also invite you to it, but also feel for yourself when it feels good. On the inhale, we're going into some side bends first. On the inhale, I invite you to bring the hands over the side, above your head. You can follow with your gaze as well a bit. And on the exhale, start to bring your right hand behind your back and your left hand onto your left knee. On your right knee. Left hand on the right knee and the right hand behind your back. Exactly. On the inhale, let your spine lengthen and bring your chin a bit towards your chest. On the exhale, rotate a little bit deeper. You can use your left hand to press into your knee and the hand behind your back to also press yourself a little bit deeper. With every inhale, grow taller. On the exhale, rotate a millimeter, maybe deeper into the twist. And then stay here, breathing in and out through your nose. The inhale, let your belly expand. With your exhale, let it deflate again. Yin Yoga can also beautifully support us to reconnect to our emotions, bring our energy into motion. That might be stuck, and by staying a little bit longer in the poses, connecting with our breath, you can breathe here maybe into parts where energy is blocked. Go deeper into the tissues. And through breathing in and out, release anything that might have gotten stuck here. 5 more, and then exhale here. With every pose, if that feels good for you, you can also just close your eyes to drop a bit more into your own space here. One more, and then exhale here. And on the next inhale, let the hand behind your back rise up into the sky above your hand again. Inhale here, release your left hand. Exhale, bring your both hands down onto your knees. First, just for a few, and then exhale. Stay here in the middle. You can feel any changes. Letting the spine, all the muscles neutralize for a moment. Very good. On the next inhale, bring your both arms over the side, back above your head. Exhale, bring your left hand behind your back, right hand onto your left knee. And also here again for the first few in and exhales, inhale, lengthen your spine. Reach your crown towards the ceiling. On the exhale, just rotate a little bit deeper here into this twist. Inhale, get longer. And exhale, rotate a little bit deeper into it. Maybe you want to go for a third time. And with the inhale, rise a bit more. Don't pressure anything. And exhale, maybe your system is ready to go a bit deeper here already. And then just stay where you are. Maybe close your eyes. Maybe practice here for yourself already the ocean breath. Breathing in and out through the nose. Inhale, let your belly expand and create this ocean sound in your throat. And on the exhale, let your belly deflate and also create the ocean sound. every exhale, for the whole yin practice, we want to release more and more of the deeply held tension we're still holding inside somewhere, calming our nervous system, relaxing our body to be clear in our mind. 5 more than exhales here. Maybe you can allow yourself as well, with every in and exhale, to surrender a little bit more towards this practice, towards your body, towards your breath. Just let go of all control you might still be holding somewhere. On the next inhale, bring the hand behind your back up over your head. Rotate your upper body back in the middle. Release your right hand and lower both hands onto your knees. And also here, just for a few in an exhale, stay here. If you should like to change your seat anytime in between, please just go ahead. It can always be more comfortable to place a pillow or a blanket under your sit bones, under your butt. Lengthens also your spine. And it's for many people more easy with the hip position. Very good. And next we're going now into some cat-cows, nicely mobilizing the spine. I just turn so you can see it better. You can just stay where you are. You can place your hands onto your knees. On the inhale, we're going to lift our sternum to the front, bring the shoulder blades more together on the back, reach our chin a bit up towards the ceiling, open our chest here. And on the exhale, cat pose, we're rounding our back, bring our chin towards the chest, shoulders at the front a bit more together. Now we are slowly moving between those two. Inhale, cow, open your chest here. Bring your shoulder blades on the back together towards each other. And exhale, round your spine, your back, like a cat back here. And then your pace, in an exhale, and let the movement follow. And creating with Yin Yoga such a conscious space, such gentleness with our body and ourselves, that we are creating more connection, more circuits inside ourselves, dropping out of the mind, more into the body, also being able to listen to more of our body's needs. One more cat-cow here. In it, open your heart here, your chest. Exhale, round your back. And then inhale, come back into the middle. Very good. And you can roll yourself over the knees to the front if that works for you, onto your knees. Then bring both of your knees to the outer edges of the mat. You can let your feet follow there. And then start to bring your butt, your hips in between your legs here. Bring the hands more to the front of the mat. And bring your forehead or the side, depending. Some people, the smell of the yoga mat is not so nice. You can also bring a prop under, like a blanket or a pillow under your forehead, for example, if that feels better for you. And then we're just relaxing here in child's pose. There should be any moment in the practice where you do not feel comfortable. And this is your safe haven to go towards to. You can always move back into child's pose also. Yeah, just if something should get a bit uncomfortable, not feeling properly right for you, you can just wait here until we continue. Then allow gravity to work on your body. Allow your muscles to let go even more. And let gravity melt your body more and more towards the mat. Your hips maybe even open a bit more by the weight of your upper body, pressing here a bit down. Sometimes in life we try to resist what is happening in the now moment. We create tension in our body, to reject, to push away, to want to keep things away from us. That's actually more energy consuming than allowing to meet what is meant for you to be there right now in your life. Seriously meeting what's meant for you to be experienced, seeing maybe judgments, and seeing the beautiful learning experience you can have through this experience rather than wasting energy and pushing things away. So breathe deeply in and out. It's always a good reminder. Breathe in deep into your belly. And exhale again. Let your body become even more heavy. Allow it to totally melt away here. Also here, maybe you even like to practice some ocean, some ujjayi breath. Letting your throat create the sound of the ocean. Able to relax even deeper into this pose. The longer we're staying in one pose, you might feel after some time muscles or tissues we haven't felt beforehand, which can feel a bit discomforting, not so good. And that's the moment where we meet the deep, deep inside stored tension. And there it's about starting to breathe deeper. Breathe yourself through this tension, release it through it. Not avoiding, not going out in that moment, but trying to go a little bit deeper. Three more in and exhale here. And then slowly bring your hands back next to your head, left and right of your head. And press into your hands, gently bringing your upper body further up, moving your hips into the middle of the mat, bringing your knees under your hips, and first bringing your wrists under your shoulders. And then start to bring your hands a bit more out to the front of the mat, creating a bigger angle here under your arms. And also here, then slowly we're going now into melting heart. Slowly bring your heart towards the mat. Also here, maybe you like to take a pillow or a prop like a block, and also place here your forehead, for example, onto a block. And we want to create a little bend in our spine. Melt our heart towards the mat. Open our chest here. Connect with your breath. Breathe deeply in and out through your belly, through your nose. Often when we sit over the day, maybe if you have an office job, then our shoulders are often a bit more brought together in front of the body. We have a bit of a rounded back more. Our chest is folded a bit more together. So creating this opening in the chest, this very deep opening. And relieve a lot of back pain. but also give more breathing capacity as we open our chest more. Maybe you can let your in and exhale become more and more deep and longer. So the time between inhale and exhale becomes longer. Three more and then exhale here. Very good. And on the next inhale, press into the palms of your hands. Gently bring your spine back into a lengthened position here. Bring your hands slowly back under your shoulders. Good. Then start to walk your knees a bit more to the front of the mat. And then we are going to take our right ankle in front of our left knee and start to walk our left foot here back, coming into sleeping swan. Maybe you like to roll once over onto your right hip. Bring your left calf a bit out. So roll your left calf with the hand a bit to the left outside of the mat. You have a bit more space here. And for everybody, it's totally different how big you can make this angle here at the front. We want to lie in the end here now, really front side. So you can take a bolster, a blanket, something here in the front, if you like that. You can just lean yourself here on it, or if you don't want any prop, you can just bring, for example, your 4 hands here down, 4 arms, and let your head just hang down and rest here. Gently opening here our hips, place where we easily store a lot of tension. And you can also, if you like any more support, you can also place other props under your right hip, for example, if that should be comfortable for you. You have there some more support and be held. Every hip is totally different. It's always upon you feeling a bit which extra you would like to take for you. For practicing yin, we can bring so beautiful change in the environment, biochemically also seen in our body. As we're breathing deeper, we're calming our nervous system, bringing more oxygen into our system. And by that, we're creating a more alkaline environment, an environment that is more potential for healing, environment where everything of our body, which is naturally in a slightly alkaline environment, can just function best. If we're always stressed, have not the most suitable nutrition for our body, which is then also stressed for the body because it always has to work on creating this alkaline environment again. And we feel more easily tired, stressed, and tight in our body by taking the time to go more slow, to bring more peace into your body. Also experience more peace in your life. Continue to breathe deep. Three more exhales here. Then slowly come back onto your hands. Press your upper body gently further upwards. Bring your body onto your right hip. Let your weight go over onto the right. And then bring your left leg over the front, over your right knee here. Let your knees both meet in the front on top of each other. And to align them a little bit better, just press your hands behind your body. Bring your body shortly into the front. You can align your knees here a little bit. And then softly come backwards here onto the mat. And also here, maybe you like to place a blanket or a pillow under your sit bones. Can feel more comfortable. Check in for yourself how that feels good. Going now into cow face pose. So this is now already a nice stretch, opening for our hips. And then we're going to take over the side our right hand into the air. Let our hand fall down behind our neck. So it's here on the upper part of our upper back. We take the left hand out here to the side. I'm going to bring our hand over the back, letting it lift up here, and just like maybe your fingers can touch. Then you can grab your fingers. If that should not work, you can also just, if you have a good pullover, you can just hold both hands here on your pullover. If you have a strapped clothes, you can also just take, let's get one to show it. You can also take a yoga strap to get your hands more together, or you just leave the right hand where it is and take the left hand over the head, and you grab with your hand the right elbow, and by that you create the same movement, gently pulling here your elbow to the left side in your variation. And then get here a nice and long spine. And start to breathe in and out. Maybe if you could, if you close your eyes to just relax more into this pose right now where we brought the body into. Breathing deeply into your belly. Deeper we breathe, the more conscious that we breathe, we actually, the more we experience life. Swami Shivananda also always said, it's actually not so worth to count your life in years. A true yogi counts its life in the breath he or she took, all the breath. You consciously breathe, you will experience life so differently. Five more in and exhales here. Really allow yourself to deeply get in touch with yourself, to breathe deeply in and out. Knowing that with every breath that you take with more depth, you can also release more deeply held tension, blocked energy that is inside your system. And then slowly release the hands on the back, however you had them. You had them reach from the bottom or reach from the top. Just release the left hand here. And then release the right hand and bring it up over the side next to your body. Then we're going to lengthen out our left leg here. Gently unwrap yourself here. Reach the left foot out and bring the right foot from underneath your left foot with the ankle next to your right hip. So bring it here around the side. That your right foot is now next to your right hip and your left leg is stretched out. Maybe here you like to place a bolster in front of you, a blanket on your leg, maybe a block or something at the side. Because we're now going to go into forward fold. You can take the flesh that from under your butt away and then gently just see how far your upper body would like to move down. Just a little hint, if you press the backside of your left leg a little bit more into the mat, your upper body will more likely move further down. And just check here, whatever works for you today. how deep your body would like to go. Wherever you land right now, breathing deeply in and out. We are having this whole fascia tissue. Fascia is holding our muscles together, from the deepest part of our muscles to the whole outer structure under our skin. We have one fascia tissue going from our soles of the feet, over the whole back of our legs, our butt, our lower and upper back, around our head, to our forehead. And this is one which we feel here always in the forward folds, which always likes to be stretched a bit more, which is easily shortened. By practicing forward folds, you easily feel more flexibility in yourself. By that also feel often more flexibility in your mind and in your life. Here always again, our muscle tissues relax more if we contract another muscle first. So if you press the back side of your left leg a little bit more into the mat, your upper body will most likely move a little bit more down. 5 more in an exhales here. And slowly here, start to press back into your hand wherever you are. Bring your upper body into an upright position again. Very good. And then start to bring your left knee towards the side of the mat, your right foot to the right side. Bring yourself over the left side and then stretch your right leg out. Sleeping swan here. Our left leg lengthen. Check here and again with yourself if you like to place any props here in front of you where you can just nicely select, rest yourself on. Check in if you maybe like to place any other props under your left hip, just to create that little bit more stability. And allow yourself to fall here into the sleeping swan. Connecting again deep to your breath. The longer we stay in the silence and stillness, and still it's an active stillness in a way, active non-movement. Things can rise up to the surface, which beforehand didn't really take time to feel or to listen to. So the yin practice can also really be a nice place to meet up with yourself. Listen to what your system wants to tell you, what your needs are, what your feelings are. Creating the safe space on the mat for your feelings. Teaching the body that it's safe to feel it all. And these feelings that sometimes come up can also easily be connected. As we're holding the poses longer, we open deeper tissues where often toxins are stored from the body which couldn't get processed. When these toxins get flushed out of the tissues of our body, it can also create a little biochemical disbalance. And we might feel that emotionally. Do not worry, do not freak out. Just continue breathing and being and allowing this detoxification. Five more and an exhale here. Very good. And then also here, slowly start to bring your hands next to your body and press into your hands to let your upper body rise again. Let your weight fall onto your left hip. And then start to bring your right foot here over the front, around to the left side of your left leg. And then also here, press your hands on the back, bring your weight once here to the front to align your knees, maybe place already or bring close any prop you would like to bring under your sit bones, maybe a blanket or a pillow. And then first, check in here with your legs that you're comfortable. Comfortable, not comfortable. This is easily a position which gets like a hate-love relationship. Because it can really do something with our hips. And then bring the left arm over the side, over your head. And then let the hand just fall down at the elbow, just next to your head. And also here again, you can either bring the right hand over the right side behind your back. Let your hand reach up and see if your hands maybe can meet. Otherwise, you can take a belt or any other strap to create here a connection. Or you take your right hand over the right side and just gently pull on the left elbow. And also here, maybe you like to close your eyes. Bring your chin a bit towards your chest. Breathe in deeply into your belly. Allow your deep breath to melt away the tension you're holding. Surrender your body to your breath. Surrender your body to this pose. Every tension that you might still hold mentally, physically, or emotionally. The next exhale, just wash away and melt away. Energy with deep breathing always comes into motion. Easily sometimes happen that emotions rush up in us, which is perfectly welcome. Any emotion is welcome. Five more deep in and exhales here. Very good. And then first release your right hand wherever it is, if it's on the top or on the bottom. And then lengthen your left hand out to the top and bring it over the side back next to your body. Very good. And lengthen your right leg here, your right foot out to the front. Bring your left foot on the inside of your right leg. And then here also bring your left foot, your ankle next to your left hip. Maybe you like to here also take a little bit of your flesh away, or place a blanket, place a pillow also as support here under your hip bones, your sit bones. And then also here, maybe you like to already saw the greatest variations. Place any prop that you need. I just earlier in the class, I saw people who were also just the back was not so flexible, which is perfectly okay. And they just placed the bolster in some way that they could just also be held here. Can also be an option if you have a bolster at home. Otherwise, just choose a blanket, something to let your upper body rest. You can bring your hands left and right of your legs. And then gently with every exhale, let your upper body just melt a bit more down over your right leg. Forward four here. If you should have a block at home and your upper body wants to go a bit further down here, or you can take other ways too. You can also place your forehead here on a block, for example. And again, the reminder, we press the back side of our right leg a little bit into the mat, engage our right leg here, then our upper body will fall a bit more easy forward. A really clever system from our nervous system with a stretch reflex
but we don't overstretch. Otherwise, other muscles will start to tighten. If we engage these muscles, then the other muscles can relax more and deeper. Allow your neck really to rest, your head to hang heavy, and keep continuing breathing deep into your lower belly. Five more in and exhale here in the forward fold. Now so slowly here, start to press into your hands. Bring your upper body slowly upwards again. Bring your weight onto your right hip. Lengthen your left leg. And then see if you have some pillows there. Anything that's maybe a bit bigger that you can place behind your back. You can otherwise also just double the pillow, just fold it in the middle, for example, or take a bit more, that's also good. And then maybe you can sit with your sit bones onto the outer edge of, of your prop here, and bring your hands under your knees. And then slowly from bottom up, vertebra by vertebra, bring your back here onto the prop. And we bring the soles of our feet together. And then check in here. Maybe you like to bring the soles of the feet a bit closer towards your hips or a bit further away, whatever feels good for you. Opening our hips, reaching the soles of the feet together. So both soles of the feet we are bringing together. And we can open our hands to the side. We can bring the soles of our feet together and then open both knees. Right knee falls to the right side, left knee falls to the left side. Perfect, exactly. And then allow yourself to relax into this here. Let your hips gently open. Let your chest open and breathe deeply. Surrender here. Allow yourself to let go, to be carried, to feel carried. For many people, it can feel quite vulnerable to let so much control go and to open up so much. And it's also a learning process to see that opening ourselves, showing ourselves, being seen in a vulnerable state, that's okay. That it's still strong, that it's still safe, and that we then actually just become more human. Five more in an exhale here. Very good. And you can bring with both your hands, bring them down next to your body. And you can gently with your hands close your legs, bring the knees back together. And if it feels good for you, you can just let your body fall to one side of your prop, roll the prop away to the other side, and then come on your back here, lying on your back. Once more, bringing your knee towards your chest, wrapping your hands around your knees and gently rocking from side to side. Giving yourself this sweet back massage, calming your kidneys down. Relaxing your adrenal glands here that easily fire so much up. And then come back into stillness here in the middle. Extend your legs. Bring them to the back of the mat here. And maybe bring a blanket on top of your body. Maybe you still like to take over a pullover or put on some socks. Coming now into end relaxation. Make it yourself really super comfortable. Placing your hands next to your body, the palms facing upwards or downwards. Allowing all the opening you created, all the benefits you created to be fully integrated now into your system, into each and every of your cells. So continuing to breathe in and out. Allowing the backside of your body to totally melt onto the mat. Let your head become heavy. Your shoulders and your arms. Your upper and your lower back. Your hips and your glutes. Both of your legs and your feet. Let yourself be carried. Enjoy the stillness for the next few minutes until I guide you with my voice back. Gently, maybe you like to roll your body onto one side. Create from your arm or your hands a little pillow on which you can place your head on. And slowly coming from here, you can also still keep your eyes closed, back into a seated position. Placing your hands onto your knees or into your lap. Once more, checking in here for yourself, seeing how you feel, like if you can sense that something's changed. And I invite you to curl the end of your mouth, of your lips, upwards to create a smile on your face, showing your brain that everything is good, all okay. You can bring the hands, the palms together in front of your heart. Feeling your heartbeat here with your fingers, with your thumbs. Maybe you silently want to speak for yourself 3 things you're grateful for. Can be the mat you're sitting on, the breath you're taking in, the clothes you're wearing, or something totally different matching for you right now. Just take yourself this moment now to express 3 things of gratitude. Now stay. You can bow your head a bit forward and thank yourself for your practice here. That you show up for yourself on the mat, for you to create more connection and unity with yourself, and whatever other benefits you might have. For the ones who are watching the recording, you can like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you haven't done that yet, to be informed about all the new videos, or if you ever want to join a live session, just check out the link below the video. If you ever have any questions or want to share something, you can either reach out via message or just write into the comments. And thank you for being there. Thank you for choosing this for yourself. Lots of love to you.